It's Madden NFL 24. And
have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Now the first running back taken back in April, the former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson: 20 carries, 122 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now Carr. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 3rd down and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. Back deep, Khalif Raymond.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching your partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
Carr now on 1st down. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Carr going to throw. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. That is caught downfield. It's Waller. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Touchdown, Falcons. Jarvis Landry. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. A big play there for Detroit. 49 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. He'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown! David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Carr. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. The numbers for Gibbs from last week: 9 carries, 59 yards.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really feel like he's into the game because they have to have enough volume to establish a rhythm, not just for themselves, but also to get in sync with their offensive line so they can read the blocks properly and they can execute them. I expect them to get a minimum of 15 carries in this game, and the optimum number would be 20+.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7 but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's 3rd and 10. Now Carr. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. And that will fall incomplete. They took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
For the new contract comes increased expectations, and Njoku did his part. Caught 58 passes, went out a couple of other career bests. If injuries didn't cost him some time, he gets the first down there with that catch.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Demario Davis there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mike Pennell, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters, as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 58 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And just shutting him off there. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Falcons ready to take over. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Throw left side, complete. That's Patterson. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down. Carr. And complete to Drake London. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. Throws right back to London, complete again. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd-and-1. They fake the handoff. Now Carr under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jack Campbell brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Carr now to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Algier will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Carr. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Throwing now is Carr. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Julian Okwara in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught by Jones. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Back to throw again. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks
A no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Khalif Raymond. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Lions.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. But special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. To throw his Carr. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
Yep, as a result, knocks it down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First and 10, it's Patterson. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now a play fake. Carr. Hitting London coming across the field. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring. Carr going to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Touchdown, Falcons! Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Well, that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He's got it to Williams. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's to the tight end, Laporta. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. He'll drop to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 40-yard line. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. With his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions have moved out in front.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. A chance for us here to discuss Jarvis Landry. 2 touchdowns to his credit so far. Charles, I'm curious, do these wide receivers, where do they go in with each week? Is it different week to week for the goals that they personally set for themselves, do you think?
I doubt that it's different from week to week. Maybe because of game plan, they know that one guy might be featured more than the other. But all in all, these guys are looking for 100 or more yards in receiving. But the biggest thing, getting into the end zone. And how about him? He's gotten there twice in this game.
He has indeed. On the counter, this is Robinson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Carr. Over the middle, caught by London. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Here's Carr. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And that one too high and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down. Back now at Ford Field. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Carr. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Carr. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Darren Waller, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's Williams on the catch. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Back to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Gibbs straight ahead. Oh, nice move. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 44 yards on the ground for him so far. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Detroit. David Njoku. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Carr now to throw. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. They'll give it to Patterson. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Now Carr. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Robinson up the middle. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Patterson. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A give left side to Robinson. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Carr. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Algier. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Cordell Patterson from 4 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here come the Lions now. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now. But this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Here comes 2nd down. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. Remember, the 1 timeout still available as they come up 1st and 10. A They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. They'll change that dial. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball that gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw his car. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
On play action, it's Carr. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. But we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Now, I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Carr going to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard after the 49. I don't want to overhype it it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
This is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get in overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series broke everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is throwing at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that's caught by Williams.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Here comes the Lions punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be Falcon football. Throwing his car. Gets this to Waller.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 2. Now Carr. London holds this one in.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Carr.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's easy to see when we review this, at least to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Carr to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on third down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So out now come the Lions.
All right, Charles, so this offense, they need to mount something here. Time is dwindling. They can't get anything going on this drive. This one might end in a tie.
Yeah, that clock putting a little extra pressure on them, right? So now, as you look at the playbook, what are you breaking out? Is there something you haven't used before? Is there something you used earlier that you can go back to? Or can one of your guys just make one of those big-time plays that decides this game?
And he'll get a first down here up to the 25, but that clock still moving.
They'll drop the throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The Lions move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs roll around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases. Heck, for us. We came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner or loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone walks away. A little bit cranky on this one.
Man.
Yeah,
MEH, man. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone. Bill.
It's Week 7 of the NFL, and we've got a showdown in the AFC West. It's the Chargers and the Chiefs, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by Dak Prescott, the 135th pick of the draft back in 2016 from Mississippi State.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers, and hopefully what something last week resolves itself this time around.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really feel like he's into the game, because they have to have enough volume to establish a rhythm.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
James now to return. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
They run with the second-year man, Isaiah Pacheco.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 9 carries, 65 yards.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really feel like he's into the game, because They have to have enough volume to establish a rhythm, not just for themselves, but also to get in sync with their offensive line so they can read the blocks properly and they can execute them. I expect them to get a minimum of 15 carries in this game, and the optimum number would be 20 plus.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 21.
Thrown offside, complete to Tony.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw.
Slant route, and he's got Freiermuth. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
He'll look to throw. Forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
At the Chargers 13-yard line.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive.
And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they have things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
And the Chargers first down.
On play action, Prescott. And incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
On 2nd down, Eckler.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Sometimes your classes get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Here's James returning.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And that's going to be good for the Chargers' first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Prescott down. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. 2nd and a couple as they've got it as we resume action. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Chargers.
Once more, here's Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Prescott. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Eckler again. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
And he returns this to the 22. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They're going to look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side.
Fancy footwork at the 45. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs 1st down.
They'll set up to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
That's complete. Right around the 8.
And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this 1st half. 7-3 our score. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Back to throw here.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run with Pacheco. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Butker's kick here is good.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Chargers going to take over now late in this 1st half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there complete to Allen. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Prescott's throw taken in there by Cooks. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So here are the Chargers to take over. They'd lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Prescott looks to throw on first. That is incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. A little short pass. This is Everett. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
19 yards. And the Chargers first down.
On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll work down inside the 45.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. The Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The Chargers getting set to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Off the play fake, Prescott. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give running left is Eckler. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1.
It's Eckler again.
And able to get this to the 31.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
The drive had started well after a punt last time. Now it's slowed down a bit. Let's face it, they don't want to punt the ball back-to-back series. They want a sustained drive on this one.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Prescott.
Throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
51 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
But they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. A give right side for Pacheco.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and
1. Looking to throw. Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
Prescott to throw it.
A little short pass. This is Everett.
63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Personal foul. Baseman. Defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. A handoff, it's Eckler. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's...
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Ekeler with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here, they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Here's Richie James on the return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So the Chiefs now down by 11, a minute 54 on the clock. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. That's going to be caught by Tony. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Kenneth Murray on the coverage.
They'll look to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
At the 14-yard line.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
The kick by Gold is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And now all eyes shift over to the Chiefs, trailing in this one now. A little under a minute to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
That's to Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll look to throw now on first down. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Back to throw again. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well,
here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Los Angeles, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.